The final question before the closing, starting with you, Ms. Yarbrough-Gauthier. This is a question, it says, if elected for council, what would be your plan in bringing back a public comprehensive high school for our youth? You may also, if you wish, talk about the relationship between the city and the schools. In 1 minute. Sorry.
When it comes to the high schools, it's important to have a high school. I attended high school here and was bused to Carmont, and that experience, or bused to San Carlos, that experience going to school was not always pleasant because we weren't welcome up on the hill. So it's important for kids to be successful or to continue to do what they're doing and to have a great educational experience, to be able to go to school in their community, to be able to participate in the sporting events and the things that are happening at school. Our kids right now that are going up to the schools and being bused to schools sometimes aren't able to stay after school and participate in sporting events. They can't stay there and get the extra help that they need from the school. So it's important to find an opportunity and continue to work with the school districts to have a high school here.
Thank you. Mr. Evans?
That certainly is a hypothetical question, but what has happened is over the years we have elected people who shouldn't be on these positions in the first place. When I came to East Palo Alto, all the schools were utilized by the community. All the schools open during the summer. The Recreation and Park District had programs at each one of these schools. As people came into these schools, they took territory and control of the school. And the board of directors protected the community from the school because they become the principals and the superintendent school. All these schools was open. The gymnasium was open, and the recreation part had everything open at that time. Those schools used properly, you wouldn't have these problems. You have people in charge who have possession of public facilities. If you have the decent, what happened in corporation when we were there, the city got rid of the whole recreation park district. So there's no one to run any programs. In the school at that time, the gyms was open almost all day long and all night, all the schools. So the neighborhood kids had an opportunity to go in there and work. But they don't have that now. By attrition, by electing people who have no allegiance to the community, these things happen.
Thank you, Ms. Rutherford.
There have been several high schools that have come into East Palo Alto. And I think the important thing is that no matter where the high schools are, parents have to be involved. And even if our children are bused, we have to make the effort to be at those PTA meetings, be a part of that school district. My children were attending Carmont High School, and I made it my business to be a part of the school site council and be involved and make sure that I had my say. And I even encourage parents here in East Palo Alto to go up there with me, and got a lot of promises, but the day of the meeting I got a lot of calls saying can't make it. So in order for our children to succeed, parents have to be fully involved. You can't expect other people to speak on your behalf. You need to be there to speak for yourself, and if you can't, then you need to have someone else do it that you trust to get your message through. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Moody.
Yeah, as a former trustee for the Ravenswood City School District, you know, we actually explored these possibilities during my time there. We looked at our land acquisitions here in the community as it relates to Ravenswood in the Sequoia School District. We don't have 10.5 acres of land to dedicate towards one high school. So with that being said, we have Eastside Prep School that's been here for 11 years. We have the Aspire High School that is just began as a charter school, a K-8 charter that's built out for the last 4 years for a high school. We have the Stanford New School. The goal has to be the educational community coming together and talking about best practices and resourcing our kids so that they can cross the threshold of high school graduation. That has to be the goal. I think the present configuration of the Sequoia School District is very poised to begin working with East Palo Alto to kind of achieve that end. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Martinez.
Thank you. If we had the opportunity to create another high school locally, I think it would be a plus. Less travel time for our students is really important to me. I am a supporter of options. You know, we have students that go to Stanford High School, New Schools, EPA Academy. We have students that go to East Palo Alto Phoenix Academy, which is where I work locally here, and we also have Eastside Prep. So we have lots of options for our students. We even have students that go to Palo Alto to attend schools through the Tinsley program. But if we had an opportunity for another local high school in East Palo Alto, I think that would be great. I'm not sure that that will happen, but I think it would be a great opportunity. And anything that the city can do to collaborate with the school district, we're all for it. And we have been in the past, and we will be in the future when we look at Measure C. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Huerta?
I would jump at an opportunity to have another high school for the children here in East Palo Alto. I think when children go out the community to Carmont or San Carlos, there's a cultural shock where the kids are educated here, cannot deal with the education out there and the expectations out there. And that's why we've had that 66%, 69% dropout rate. That's institutional on their parts. We should have a high school for this city. You see the big difference between those that went to the Ravenswood City High School when it was here. They're pride of the community. They stick to this community, and you don't see that with the kids that are drop out of these schools, and we desperately need something like that to enhance our community. So anytime, I'm willing to listen to something like that. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Prado?
As a parent of a high school student, I would be very happy to have one. That's the reality, to have one high school in East Palo Alto. How possible is that? It's difficult right now with the money that we don't have, and as Larry said, that we don't have enough land here right now to create one. And also, do we have all the students we need to maintain a population in order to keep a school open. Do we have enough students right now? I don't know. We already have students in Phoenix Academy, Stanford High School, and Eastside College. I don't know if we can have enough students to open it, but that's something I really love, but in reality it's difficult right now. Land and money is not available right now. But I would like to reinforce the students in our schools right now, so when they go there, it's actually good that they can, it's like another step to college. Because if you keep them in the community only, when they go to college, they're going to have more trouble. So it's good they can go also out and learn something new. Thank you.
Thank you.